every 3.2 seconds, someone somewhere in the world develops dementia. There's a 3.2 second where that someone was my dad. So Metro, I wonder if there's a 3.2 second where that someone was somebody you love. So I stand here in honor of my dad, who's in the very late stages of Alzheimer's, and I invite you to stand if there's someone who experienced the development of dementia in one of those 3.2 second periods. Can you stand if you know and love someone who has experienced dementia? If it's a parent, grandparent, friend, thank you for standing. We need to shake the stigma that gets attached to these diseases because you know why? They're not getting better, they're getting worse. So thank you for your bravery in standing in testament to your lived experience. I'm grateful that my dad is still here, but I wish someone stood over a decade ago to share with you the tools I'll share with you today. So have your seat. Thank you for standing. And Metro, before we talk about tools, let's talk a little bit about the data, because the data doesn't lie. Did you know, as people who are principally of African American ancestry, did you know that your risk of dementia or Alzheimer's, because that's the most common form of dementia, did you know that your risk is twice that of Caucasians? Did you know that as women, we are 2/3 of the persons living with dementia in this country? So here's the reality. The prediction is that that 3.2% will triple in the next 25 years. I've heard African American health programs explain that the data is showing that we will be 40% of that escalating cases. So what do? For millennials, we're so young and we think we have time. But the changes in the brain related to Alzheimer's and dementia begins decades before the outward symptoms. By the time you're seeing symptoms, that person has been undergoing changes for a very long time. So we talk about in resilient health communities about cognitive reserve, about building cognitive reserve, much like we build a financial reserve, right, for those lean years. So simple things that we can do based on a system from Japan called SIDO. Reading aloud. Most of us have devotion practices. How about reading your devotion aloud for 10 minutes a day? Writing by hand, being intentional to put down the devices and write by hand again for 10 minutes a day, and doing simple math quickly. That's usually where people groan, but very, very simple math.